Great. Okay, so I see maximum of you have joined. We can get started. So I was here on this one. We created a route table. Under route table, we went to routes and then we created one route. On this route, I selected my destination. I selected as IP address and I covered all IP address. I could have done one IP address. I could have done that particular range of IP address, but I destination, I selected all the IP addresses. Okay. Next thing, I selected next hop. And in next hop, I have selected the my Windows machine's IP. Normally it will be router's IP, which you don't even configure. You simply just get the IP from the team and you type the IP here. That's all you do. But here we are creating that. So we have put it. My question was, am I missing on something? What did we see here? For to complete the route, we require source, next hop, and destination.
We did not mention source.
Okay, anyone else who thinks we did not mention source?
But
If
our
not,
route table is associated with that
yes.
subnet.
Got it, guys. Yes, that's what I wanted to make clear. Just wanted to hear if someone has that doubt, because it's a very normal question. It's very basic. It is bound to happen and bound to come question. That where is the source? So what is the source, guys? On subnet where we have associated this route table, that is our source. So this is source, and here we have given the details of next hop and destination. So is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
So that's all, guys. That's all you have to do as an Azure administrator. Your practical is over here. That's all you had to do. Simple. You don't have to do anything apart from this. You have to do this, and you should be able to look at this. By the way, the moment I did that, my RDP has gone. So what I'll do here, I'll take the RDP using the private IP of that machine, and using the private IP, can I take it from my laptop using the private IP? Can I take the remote of that machine using my laptop? Is it possible?
No.
I will have to use one of the machines which is there in the same BNet, same subnet or different subnet. It's okay, but something. So what was our application machine? That remote has gone because I have assigned a user defined route over there. So this machine's remote is gone. So I'll take the machine's remote using either, this is just for testing. So you can take it from anywhere. Using the hop machine, I'm taking it, or using the destination, anything is fine. I just need to take the remote so I can do the testing. That's all I want to do. In real environment, you don't have to do all these things. But now that's all you had to do. So do you think it will work? Now immediately if I start trace route, do you think it will work? Now if I do a trace at here, do you think it will work, or what do you think, guys? I mean, if you think it will work, I understand. If you think it won't work, what do you think? What is missing? What didn't we do? Yes, any guesses, guys? Yes, no, maybe.
It should work.
It will
It is
work.
not working. Yes, it should work for sure. Whoever answered, that is correct. It should work. As an Azure administrator in live environment on the portal, that's all you have to do. And your proof is your job is not to come to OS and check. You are satisfied the moment you see this. The moment you see this, that your, where is it? Here it is, that I have a routing table. I'm sure that I have selected I have associated with the same correct subnet. I'm sure I have typed the route perfectly. The UDR is correct, that this is the destination. You confirm it once, twice, or thrice. I mean, in this case, we have covered everything. But even if it was one IP, you can't confirm it. Is this the one which you talked about? Yes. Is this the next hop? Yes. So you are sure about it. Rest, if something is not working, they will go ahead and check their device. They will check their virtual appliance. It is not your job. But in our case, for practice, we have to do it. So let me show what is missing here. What is missing, I'll tell you. Yes.
Sir, there are multiple hopes are will be there in this, or in means when we are in work in live environment.
No one requires multiple hops. There will be multiple hops for sure, but those are
Okay.
system defined. User defined, mostly you will have a request for only one hop. System defined will
Okay.
definitely there. Now, like we saw on my laptop, let me open it again. I have not defined any single route. I have not done anything. But let's say if I go somewhere using my laptop, if I even if I try to use google.com, we just saw it right at the beginning. So yes, multiple hops will be there, but not user defined. Those are system defined. Look at this google.com. If I'm going 1, 2, 3, and I think 12 or 13 hops we saw. So yes, there will be multiple hops, but user defined hop, there will be only one. I mean, I have not seen any requests where they are asking multiple hops. And even if there it is, even if it is there, you have to follow the same process. You don't have to worry about it. But don't worry, you just stick to one hop, learn how to do it, learn how to explain it. That's all you have to be worry about. But yes, you will definitely have multiple hops. Look at this. I'm just going to google.com and how many hops it is taking. By the way, this comes to this is good tool for troubleshooting also, because if I am accessing google.com and if it is not working, so wherever it stops, I come to know okay, issue is here. After this, if it is not connecting, then I come to know issue is here, that my request is going well to my router, it is going well to my ISP router, but after that, when it goes to Google router, then it is getting start. So there is a method. These are network troubleshootings. You don't have to worry about it. Okay, but yes, to answer your question, multiple hops will be there, but those are system defined routes. You have to worry about user defined routes, and mostly you will see only one. Okay, so after doing that also, it is not working. None of it is working. Why not? Because the machine which we are using as a virtual appliance, that's a Windows machine. Windows machine is not a router. You have to make it a router. Though I am being very clear again and again, on live environment, in live environment, on a production environment, ये सब कुछ नहीं होता है. You will have an IP directly. Network team, security team ने सब कुछ set कर रखा होता है. You'll simply have an IP, and if that device is not working, it's none of your business again. They will troubleshoot it. You don't have to worry. You just have to make sure that your routing and everything is fine. But here in this case, to complete our practical, to show it to you guys, and this is what I was talking about, that if you guys are not able to do this step, it's okay. I'm fine with it as far as you understand it well. So to make my Windows machine as a router, I have to do a few steps. One of them is I'll have to come to the network, the NIC of this machine. If you guys want to make a note of it, you can. Otherwise, leave it. As it is, the notes are there in one note. And you have to enable the IP forwarding. Initially, there was a sliding button. Now we have just a check mark. So I'm enabling the IP forwarder. That's all I'm doing here. This is one step. Still, it is not making my machine as a router. We'll go ahead and check again. So I have to enable the IP forwarding. Where am I doing this? I'm doing this on my hop machine, on the network appliance which I'm talking about. That's where I'm doing it. And I don't have to do it if I had a proper network appliance. I didn't have to do that. Is this clear, guys, to everyone? This is just because we do not have a network appliance and we are doing it. We are using a virtual machine, a Windows machine as a router. So we are doing these extra steps. Is this clear to everyone?
Yes.
Okay, so this is not only one thing. So let me go and show it to you. It won't work now also. If I go to my machine, this is again my first machine. Don't get confused, guys. I have taken remote of my hop machine using public IP. And from hop machine, I have taken remote of my source machine. This is my hop machine, the actual one which you see. और वहां से मैंने अपने source machine का IP remote ले रखा है. Because source machine का public IP से remote नहीं चलने वाला है अभी. I have assigned some route group to that. So it has broken the connection. So I have taken it using the private IP. Yes, and so now let's go and check if my preset is working or if it is hopping. It is still not hopping. Preset completed, it is still not hopping. Why? Because still my virtual machine, which I'm acting as a router, it is not a router yet. It is not a router. There I enable the IP forwarding, it's fine, but I have to make some changes at OS level also. So what changes do we do at OS level? I have to go to regedit, which is a registry editor. Okay, then I have to go to local machine, this one, H key local machine. This is the reason, guys, I told you that if you're not able to do the practical completely, I'm okay with it. If you want to do it, it's okay. Everything is there in recording. You can go back, check the recording. Each step you can pause and check. Or if you want, I'll give all these shortcuts and everything. Or if you want more easy, I can write a small PowerShell script for this and I can give it to you, like we have for firewall off. Simply just run one script and this will be done. I can do that for you. After all, also, if you do not want to do it or if you're not able to do it, do not worry. My main concern here is your understanding should be clear. You cannot compromise with understanding, because no one is going to give you this as a homework or sorry, as a interview question. No one is going to do that. I'm pretty sure about it. But concept should be clear, right? So you go to HK machine, you go to system, then under system somewhere it is current control set services. Even I'm not sure if I can get it here. Sometimes they move it, कुछ ना कुछ होता रहता है इसमें movement. Then TCP IP, I have to go to TCP IP, and under TCP IP I have to look for parameters. Don't worry about this path, I will share this path if you don't remember it, but it is there in my recording also, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay, under parameters I'll have to look for this one. It's called IP enabler or IP enable router. I'm not sure if it is there or not. Let me see. Here it is. Yes, IP name. It is 0. I have to make it 1. 0 and 1, these are binary language. 0 always means it is off, which means this machine's router functionality is off. So I'm turning it on. I'm done with this. Okay. Now I'll go to my source machine again. Here my source machine is. Don't get confused, guys. I've taken the remote of my source machine from my hop machine. So don't get confused. I'm not doing it everything on the same machine. And now I am going to preset, and I think it will not work now also. Why not? Because after doing this, after turning on the functionality of router, I have to reboot the machine once. So let's go to portal, reboot the machine. Which machine I'm going to reboot, guys? Where did we do all these settings?
Router machine.
Router
Router
machine.
machine.
Yes. And I told you, as an Azure administrator, your job was already done there, where you created it. You will get your router's IP address from networking team. It will be there in your ticket. It will be there in your email, service now request, wherever you get it. If it is not there, you get in touch with those team, one of those teams, and you ask them that this is the request we have got, and this is the mandatory input I require to fulfill this request or to execute this. And it's their job to give you the IP address. Your job is just to configure it, put the IP address. As far as you can do that, you can explain it. I think as an Azure administrator, you are doing well. No issues in that. Okay, here we had to do some extra steps. So let's see if machine is up and running again. It is turning off. I've restarted the machine. It is restarting. And after this, hopefully it should work. And if it still doesn't work, I will have to check. We'll have to do some troubleshooting. Yes, guys, while this is being rebooted, do you guys have any questions? Anything from the theory part, from practical part? Did you not understand anything? कि ये कहाँ पर किया था, वो कहाँ पर किया? Anything, guys?
So for destination, we took IP address 000. So why did we take that?
I wanted to cover everything. I explained it, right? If you wanted one particular IP,
Yes.
type that IP /32. So it will take only that particular IP. If you want to take that particular range, let's say that this is the range I'm talking about. Let's say this is application server. From this application server, I want to cover all the range, my all database servers are here. Source में तो मैंने पूरा range cover कर लिया. How? Because I selected the subnet. So by default source में ये सारा range आ गया. Destination में मुझको ये सारा range चाहिए अगर database server का range चाहिए. So while putting it in destination, if it is only one server's IP, I will put that server's IP /32. /32 always means only that particular IP. But if I want the whole range, then I'll go ahead and check कि ये किस subnet का हिस्सा है. So this machine, it is a part of this subnet, and I can put this one also. इसको पूरा उठा के ये कर सकता हूँ. This whole range. So now all the databases server which will be deployed here and under this database subnet, like 10.0.2.4, 2.5, 2.6, 2.7, 2.8 till 254, सारे servers अपने आप cover हो जाएंगे एक ही route में. And if I want more than that, beyond that, कि next कुछ भी बनेगा कहीं पर भी anything which is going out of this machine, anything anywhere internet above over and above internet intranet कहीं पर भी कुछ भी जा रहा है इस machine से, it should go from here. It should go from here. Then I will select 0.0.0.0/0. Simple.
Okay.
So now let's say this machine seems to be running. So I don't have to log into the router machine. Router machine पे कोई काम नहीं है हमारा. But I am unable to take remote to my actual machine. Hence, I'm gonna go to router machine, and using router machine, I'll take remote to my app server. And that I can do from the destination server also. But I may have to troubleshoot something on router machine. So it's better that I log in, and I have to make sure that it is turned on. And when I take the remote of my app server from my hop machine, I will use my private IP because it is in same VNet. Different subnet, it's okay, doesn't matter. So now if I do, hopefully it should work. Let's see if it works or not. It is still not working. Now let's see what can be the possibilities. I hope we have done everything. Let's go ahead and go back and check one more time everything. Or let's check our UDR. Let's go to route table, recheck everything. Subnet, it is associated with app subnet, and my machine is a part of that subnet, right? From where I'm pinging, it is a part of app subnet, so this is fine. If I go to routes, let's try changing the destination IP. Let's be specific and see if it works properly. I mean, this is also fine, it should work, but just for the troubleshooting purpose, if you want to do it, let's try it. And it happens sometimes. It will work, the whole range will not work. You just have to play with it. Next hop 10.0.1.4. I think this is correct. I'm not sure if I have to give cider here. Ensure you have IP forwarding enabled on the virtual appliance. We have done that. So let's go ahead and check that once. So this is my router machine. They're talking about enabling the IP forwarded. So this is enabled. Fine, we don't have any issue here. Everything looks good, guys. So I think it should work, but if it is not working, we'll have to troubleshoot. We'll have to see what did I miss, where did we miss something. And it worked. So I just had to change the destination. But the first method which we tried, that is also correct. It just takes some time maybe, or you do have to somewhere here and there. But can you see, guys, now? As of now, for practice, Let's stick to destination, a single IP. Can you guys
Yes,
see
sir.
the result?
Yes.
Now what is happening? The traffic which I'm sending to from 10.0.0.4 to 10.0.2.4, where is it routing from? 10.0.1.4. And if I send the traffic back from database to here, what will happen? Will it come directly or how will it go? If I send the traffic back to 10.0.0.4, what will happen, guys? Will it work
It will go
normally or will?
directly.
Yes, it will work directly. Why? Because we did not assign anything, we did not give any route, but that is not my business requirement. If I had a business requirement like this, the same process which I did here, same process I'll do over there. I will assign the subnet, I'll create a route table, assign it to this subnet, to database subnet, and I'll do the same thing. This can be common. This hop can be common. You can use it in multiple ways. Got it, guys? Any doubts, any questions anyone has?
No doubts.
What about others, guys? Ashar, is it clear? Anisa, Mujad sir, is it clear?
Yes,
Nazneen, Nirmal,
Yes, it's clear.
yes,
Samir,
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Satish, is it clear? Stuti, Sufyan, Uzaif? Eh,
Sohail bhai,
It's clear.
uh,
Yes.
Sohail bhai, when we was checking Google, so there was 11 hops. So that
Hmm.
mean like it have to like it goes like from one to another and then another machines
Yes, yes.
or server.
Those are not my internal machines, but those are the
Yeah.
moment it left my let me show it to you. Let's try Google from this machine also. Let's see how many hops it is taking. I think the request timed out. Fine. But when it is taking multiple machines, those are not my inbuilt machines. Those are not my machines. If I open my laptop again, if I open the laptop's CMD again, I'll show it to you. दिस इज माय राउटर जो राउटर लगा होता है ना हमारे घर में ये उसका आईपी एड्रेस है एंड इसके बाहर जो कुछ हो रहा है आई डोंट इवन नो व्हाट दे आर so in my house it's only hopping one. After this it is going to my Airtel's ISP. Airtel's ISP will go to their DNS server. Their DNS server will go to some other DNS server. I do not have the information for google.com, so let's go to dot will say I do not have information for google.com, but I have information for com, so let's go for com. The com will say, okay, I know Google, let's go to Google. So if you're typing mail.google.com, it will say, okay, I know mail.google.com. This is how it is working. You don't have to worry about it. And these are system defined route. I have not done anything here. When it comes to user defined route, mostly it will be only one, and that you will know everything about it. System defined route, you don't have to worry. All these IPs, they do not even belong to me, or we don't even know what is it doing, why it went here. Is it for security reason, or is it to check the DNS record, or what is it, why is it? We don't have to worry about it. Got it?
Yes, sir. I got it. Yes.
Yes, guys. Anyone else? Any other questions? Rest everything is same, guys, in route table, overview, activity log, IAM, etc. We have covered everything. So here what we had to learn logs, what we had to learn it's routes and the scope. So we have done the scoping, we are done with the routing. By the way, one route table can have multiple routes here. I can have second route, IP address, the destination IP address, 10.0.0.4. next hop will be virtual appliance, and then 10.0.1.4. I can have this one also, and subnet. Let's see if I can attach it to multiple subnet. DB subnet. See, I can have this also, but I will never ever attach it to the same subnet. I can, technically I can, but I will never attach it to the same subnet where my uh, virtual hop is residing. It will create a loop and your traffic will stop functioning. Got it, guys? Yes, guys.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
No. Maybe any doubt? Anything? Fine. Now let's see hub and spoke. And okay, let me get one scenario for you. Just because I remember it, I'll see your understanding. This is my machine app server. This is in a subnet called app subnet. And it has NSG. With default rules. And now I'm not going to explain, guys, what are default rules. The moment I say default rules, it should come to your mind. What are the default rules? I have another server here, my DB server. Okay, this is in my DB subnet. Understand the scenario very well, guys. If you don't understand, please ask. It is in DB subnet. And here also I have one NSG with default rules. And everything is in the same VNet. Okay. So this is representing my VNet. Same VNet. First question, is there any connectivity between these two servers? Network connectivity.
Yes, there.
Yes, it
Yes,
is.
it does.
Can I take RDP from this machine to this machine using private IP?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Anyone thinks that we cannot? Any error while taking RDP? What are the default rules, guys?
We cannot take RDP because the RDP port is not open in default.
Yes. Look at the default rules. It doesn't allow RDP. We have NSG, which says we have RDP, which is with default rules. RDP, it's not allowed in default rules. We have a NSG, network security group, with the default rules. It is not allowing the RDP. Got it?
Okay.
So
Yes,
we
sir.
have to allow RDP. Now let's say you have allowed RDP. That was your business requirement. Your RDP is working now. Similar thing you did here, or let's leave that. Now, due to some reason, again, same reason, app, database, etc., you had to do a routing table. So you created another subnet, and this subnet is called your routing subnet. Fine. Okay, routing subnet. This is routing subnet, and you have an appliance here. It could be virtual machine, it could be anything. You have a network virtual appliance through which you are doing your trafficking, through which you are doing this. And here now we have one more NSG at this subnet. With the default rules, I have added one which blocks the internet. Default rules enable the internet, right? But I have added one rule which blocks the internet. And we have created the same route table which we just created. Imagine the same routing table. Now, if I use google.com here, I want to use google.com here. Will it work or will it not work?
You have blocked on routing, right? Internet.
Routing is in? Yeah, design is in front of you.
Like on
Try to read the diagram. I hope this is clear by now. Those red hexagon, they are like they are NSG.
network security.
Yes, all with default rules except for the other one, the one which is there on the routing subnet. There I'm blocking the internet. BI refers to block internet. There's no standard word. I'm just writing it. I don't have much place there. So BI is
So it
representing. Yes.
it will be blocked.
Okay. And I've created the
It
same
will work.
rules which we just created. It will block, guys.
Yes.
It will block.
Anyone thinks it won't block?
It won't block.
If we apply on the
Because
It
subnet,
will work.
Yeah. If it blocks,
If we
why?
are
If
going
it doesn't
to
block, why? The complete answer, please. Anyone?
if you are going to use on app server, like if you are going to ping Google, it will work because we are not going like outbound. So that is the reason. And if we will go at
No,
like
Sufyan,
on
sorry,
that
didn't get you.
NVA,
What do you mean by it's not going outbound?
I'm sorry. I think
No, you're on the correct track. Just figure out your words, correct them.
yeah, like
So by our traffic will move from app server to the hop, which is NVA, and from there it will be going to the Google, which we are trying to ping. But as we have
Okay.
a NSG which is
Fine,
blocking
fine.
internet, so from there it will not go.
Okay, your understanding is correct, but I told you we are doing the same route table which we just did. How many routes have I defined here in my route table? How many routes
One.
do we have? One. What is that? What does it say? That when should it apply?
When the destination IP goes to the second machine, the destination machine.
What about the Google's destination IP? Is this
It will
Google's
work.
destination IP?
No,
No.
it is not. It is not a Google destination.
So I hope you guys got it, right? It is not blocking everything. It will go, your
Yes.
traffic will go from here only if your destination is this. If you're trying Google, it will directly go here. If you're trying Yahoo, it will directly go here. If you want to block everything, then you slash 00000/0. Then all traffic is going from here. And if everything is going here, then your Google request will go here and then try to access Google. But then here at NSG level, it will see that, okay, Google is blocked. So blocked, sorry, no access. If you're going to DB server, from here, it will go to here, DB server. Fine, DB server is allowed. Under which rule DB server is allowed, guys? From app server to DB server. Under which rule it is allowed? Be it direct or be it from hop, anything. Rule is same. Under NSG, which rule?
Allow VNet outbound.
Yes, VNet outbound and VNet inbound. That is the rule which is allowing to speak all subnets to each other. Got it, guys? So if
Got
we
it,
have
sir.
a specific destination, then only that traffic will route from here. If we have anything other than that, it will go directly. Unless we have covered everything by typing 0.0.0.0/0, everything is covered. And then that traffic will go from here. And if this NSG says internet is blocked, so internet is blocked. I hope this is clear to everyone.
Yes, well, it's clear.
Great. Now talking about hub and spoke, guys. Hub and spoke, it's not a big deal if you understand your VNet peering and if you understand UDR. What happens in hub and spoke? I have multiple virtual networks. So what do I want? That all that traffic of all the virtual networks, should the outside traffic should go from one particular virtual network, and all the incoming traffic should come from here. So you do the VNet pairing कि आप इस VNet को इससे पेयर करते हो, इससे इसको करते हो, इससे इसको, and इससे इसको. So this is called your hub VNet. The one which is being connected to everyone, that is your hub VNet, and all these are spoke VNet. Spoke as in do you guys remember the cycle and spokes we had to use? We had those rim and spoke. That is the spoke I'm talking about here.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, it's not a spoke. I'm not talking about the spoke. I'm talking about spoke, which are connected here. This is the one which I'm talking about, spoke. So these are spoke, and this is your hub. The middle one is your hub. These are the spoke. So this is how we are designing a network, right? All of these networks are connected to this. So traffic from here, it's going here, and from here it should go to outside. And how my see, just because I'm doing a VNet peering, that does not make my virtual network understand कि traffic flow कैसे करनी है. That makes the connectivity. These two VNets will be able to talk to each other. It's okay. But this VNet doesn't know कि traffic flow कैसे करना है. That I can achieve using my route table. And just because I have this setup, do you think that this VNet, spoke VNet, and this spoke VNet, they can talk to each other directly?
No, they can't.
No, they cannot. And that is not my requirement. My requirement is all virtual network should talk to this, and this should talk to all virtual network. This I have achieved using VNet pairing. The next requirement is all the data should flow from this virtual network. Like here we selected network appliance. So instead of that, what we will have to do, instead of appliance, we just have to select virtual network. That's all. You just have to select virtual network, and it will go through the virtual network. And that is how your hub and spoke works. Only 1 minute is left, guys. Next session we'll talk about hub and spoke one more time in detail, and we'll do load balancer and basics of networking, and then our networking segment will finish next weekend, and then we'll start with storage. So I'll start sharing some storage details. Please start reading about it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to put a message. I will see if I can give you some task over on this. Questions I'm going to put for sure. Okay, guys, then see you on next weekend.
Thank you so
Okay,
much.
sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.